Hello, darlings, and welcome back. Today I am reacting to Who is BTS, the 7 members of Bangtan. For those of you who have been following me, know that I started getting into K-pop about 2 months ago, and BTS about a month and a half ago. I have been watching their music videos from the beginning, trying to go to the most recent. I've done some random ones throughout and some of their solo videos. I am very impressed with them, I will say. So, I have watched 2 other guides to them, I believe, but there is always more to know and always more to find out, whether it's about their music, whether it's their backstory, whether it's them currently. So I cannot wait to delve into this. So, without further ado, and before I continue to blabber on, let's get into it. Before we get into meeting the 7 members, I will say I have not watched many, if any, stage performances from BTS. So if you have any recommendations, please let me know. I would love to check them out. RM Kim Namjoon, leader, rapper, producer. Born September 12th, 1994.
Award belongs to the every people all around the world that shine the love and light on us by the millions and make BTS proud really everywhere.
BTS was originally supposed to be a hip-hop group, but the CEO later decided to debut it as a K-pop idol group. That is interesting. I did not know that they were meant to be a hip-hop group at first. Huh. Harry made the difficult decision of staying in BTS. His peers looked down on him for betraying hip-hop, and idol fans looked down on him for not fitting Korean beauty standards. What the heck? For betraying hip-hop, you can be hip-hop and you can be K-pop together. You don't have to be one or the other. You can obviously combine them. As for not fitting Korean beauty standards, have they seen him? Man is handsome. Handsome as hell. What? That is ridiculous. And it really, I don't mean to interrupt him. Oh, what a cute smile. Look at his dimple. And his cheeks. Cute. But look. His dimple distracted me. I forgot what I was going to say. But anyways, how difficult must that have been to go from having, like, making a name for yourself in the underground scene, to trying to do something else, and then suddenly both sides dislike you? What? That has to be so isolating. Rap Monster's definitely not an idol face.
방탄소년단에서 랩하는데 못생긴
Some making voice, but it's ugly.
다는 건 래퍼를 포기한 거 아닌가? 이 노래를 힙합이라고 할 수 있나? 전혀.
So that was that.
방탄소년단에서 랩하는데 못생김. 아이돌로 데뷔했다는 건 래퍼를 포기한 거 아닌가? 이 노래를 힙합이라고 할 수 있나?
So is he reading comments that people have said about him? Oh, that is awful. I don't understand why people have to comment negative things about others. It's something I will never understand. If you don't like it, just freaking scroll. Right? There's no reason to be hateful. But that poor guy.
전혀.
뭐 이제 분장을 한다는 어떤 메이크업을 하는 거에 어떤 힙합과 충돌되는 부분이 있을 것 같은데.
그런 게 아니라 여자.
Like being a girl? What? Okay, misogyny at its finest. For one, anyone can wear makeup. It is not sexuality, it is not gender, it is nothing but an art form. Makeup is an art form. Truly. All the actors wear makeup. Does that mean that all the male actors are girls? No! Ugh, anyways. In 2015, mixtape RM talked about this identity crisis between rapper and idol and aggressively responds to his critics. Ooh.
I'm not pop, I'm not rock, I'm not funk, I'm not R&B or hip hop. 아직도 뭔지도 모르는 애도 전부 다 파란색이야.
My inability to rap to diverse and complex beats. He used to be known as Rap Monster. He has outgrown that name but still has a studio called Mon Studio, where he has this hand of producing many BTS tracks. He collaborated with Fall Out Boy? What? I used to love Fall Out Boy.
So we have an interpreter just in case I need one, but you actually are.
RM learned English on his own watching Friends. He is also fluent in Japanese and learning other language. He learned it from watching Friends. That is amazing. I love that. And fluent in Japanese. Ugh.
You speak English, right?
Yes.
So pretty well. You taught yourself English?
Yes, I taught myself. Actually, my English teacher was the sitcom Friends.
Oh, you watched Friends.
Yeah.
He's the only one fluent in English. He translates and helps others practice for English interviews. Oh, that's nice.
I can't believe you're going to be at the AMA. But now we're here.
바로 호비 들어오지.
바로 오케이. 제가 마무리할게요. 제가 마무리할게요.
was us here. Thank you.
Wow, and we want to make new fans in here.
Wow.
Wow, 저 마무리. Thank you for having us. We will show you everything today.
Oh.
Yeah.
And like I said, I apologize for pausing a lot, but I want to make sure that I'm not only paying attention to the written words, but also the background as well. As a leader, he has a lot of responsibilities, including resolving conflict, whether it's between the company and the group or between group members. As for their performances. And he's not even the oldest, right? Like, he's not even, what, third or fourth oldest? I think he's fourth oldest. That's a lot of responsibility. He took on a lot of responsibility at such a young age.
여러분의 인생에 언젠가 저희의 존재가, 저희의 음악이, 저희의 무대가, 저희의 사진, 영상이 여러분한테 아주 조금이라도 아픔이 100이라면 그 100을 99, 98, 97로 만들어줄 수 있다면 그걸로 저희의 존재의 가치는 충분합니다. 정말 사랑합니다.
I've
I'm not gonna lie, that made me tear up a little bit.
heard that, there was like
RM often interacts with fans, including recommending music with the hashtag #RMmusic and chatting in his live stream. Ooh, what does he do live streams on? I would love to try to catch one. Oh, VLive? What's VLive?
So it was so hot in Vegas. It was like 35 Celsius. But I've heard that you guys were waiting for the magenta carpet like from the morning. I mean, like from the dawn, like 5 a.m. I cannot imagine that. Are you okay? Hey, thank you so much, like for everything, for the BBMAs. Like Hot 100, like iTunes, US, UK chart. Thank you.
Jin. Kim Seokjin, vocalist. Born December 4th, 1992. Okay. Now I know a little bit more about Jin just because, and I wouldn't say I know a little bit more about Jin. I watched Kian's B&B on Netflix that had Jin in it. And then I recently watched a video where he was with that little kid that kept arguing with him. It was so funny. So I've seen him outside of BTS in like those things. Jin was a theater student in university when he was scouted after being seen getting off a bus. What? Hold up. That's how he... being seen getting off a bus. I mean, he is worldwide handsome. In the fictional storyline that runs throughout BTS music videos, Jin acts in his role as a pivotal character. Wait. BTS has a storyline? Like lore? Like some of the others do? I'm gonna have to get filled in on it because I had no clue about that at all. Jin's good looks have gotten him a lot of viral attention, first in Korea as car door guy at a Korean awards show. That's funny. Then as third guy from the left after showing up at Billboard Music Awards in 2017. That is funny. Worldwide handsome has become a running gag for Jin, who is amused that he's still considered handsome outside of Korea.
그래요? 네. 누가 강요한 건 아닌데.
아니에요. 근데
예.
왠지 이렇게 말하면 제 기분이 좋을 것 같아서 이렇게 얘기를 하고 다닙니다. 저는 월드와이드 핸섬입니다.
그렇다.
갖고 싶다면 내가 한번 주지.
Jin also has other running gags such as his flying kiss and his tendency to pull out paper hearts from random places. What? Jin is the oldest of BTS, which is usually a big deal in Korea because the oldest person has the most authority. However, Jin doesn't use this power much. I could see that. Cares and cooks for the younger ones and hosts eating segments called Eat Jin. Really? I think he hosts eating segments called Eat Jin, so like where maybe not like mukbang, but kind of. Huh. Does he still do those like to this day? Because that is a very in a world, not country, world where EDs are prevalent, let's be honest. I think it's amazing for an idol to not only eat publicly but enjoy food and share that with their fandom and with their audience. Almost as if to say, hey, eating's normal, eating's what you should do, eating's okay. Let's enjoy this together. I think that's wonderful.
칠리 넣어서 이거랑 저거. 저도 매운 거 넣어. 웃으면 뭔 줄 알아?
Jin is known for his many dad jokes with bad Korean puns. Okay.
그 소들이 떼창하면 뭔 줄 아나? 단체 소송을 수. 굉장히 어렸을 때는 아버지를 존경했었어요. 아버지.
Since he had no background in singing, Jin has worked hard to prove himself as a vocalist.
따라서 그냥 회사원 그러다가 꿈이 드라마를 보다가 어떤 한 분에 의해서 배우로 바뀌게 되고 빅히트에 캐스팅이 되고 나서는 또 이렇게 가수 되기 전까지는 노래 1살 뭐 20살 때부터 노래를 시작하게 되었는데 재능이 그렇게 특출난 편은 아니지만 그래도 열심히 연습을 해서 조금씩 더 성장하는 모습을 많이 보여드리려고 노력을 하고 있습니다.
Not phenomenal. Jin's voice is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So he wanted to be an actor? Has he acted in anything? I feel like I have asked this question before about him because I feel like I have stated before that he looks like he should be an actor. But I don't remember the answers that were given. For the album Wings, Jin has his own solo Awake. He learns the guitar as a hobby during his downtime. SUGA, aka August D. Min Yoongi, rapper, producer, born March 9th, 1993. I do have a question before going through. Is it SUGA or SUGA? Because I want to make sure that I'm saying it correctly. I am learning Korean. I am not far into my learning of Korean, so I'd want to make sure I'm getting pronunciations correct, especially without seeing the letters themselves, the Korean letters. So yeah, is it SUGA or SUGA? Also, I don't have a bias per se. I feel like in BTS you can't really have a bias. You have to like all of them. But if I were to have one, yoongi would be top tier. Him and jhope. But yes. The rapper producer received harsh criticism for leaving underground rap. Look, once again, ridiculous to receive harsh criticism for leaving underground rap. Maybe the underground scene is a lot more, I don't know the word I'm even looking for, but I have listened to a few of August D's things now, and his lyricism, oh man, it's perfect. It's one of the reasons that really started attracting me to him, is because just the way he can come at people lyrically wise. It's amazing. Being intimidatingly savage, blunt, and will cuss you out if you wake him up from rush to sleep. Fair.
슈가 형이 그런 게 있어요. 되게 멤버들 안 챙겨주는 척하면서 은근히 챙겨주는 그런 게 있어요. 친데레구나, 친데레. 예, 그런 게 있어요.
물을 주면서
이거 물을 줘도 안 먹어줘요.
왜 그런 거예요?
네? 컨셉이야, 왜 그런 거야? 아니 저는
As it turns out, SUGA is just an introvert who likes to be alone with his music, and he is always sleepy because he chooses to stay up late composing songs in his studio. Genius Lab. That's what they call a studio? But that's fair. Can I pause it for a minute just to say that he looks amazing as usual, but with a backwards hat on, holy mogoly.
우리 슈가 형은 처음에는 성공이 하고 싶었고 돈도 벌고 싶었고 뭐 이상하게 유명해지고 싶다는 생각은 별로 없었던 것 같았어요. 처음에는 막연히 그냥 작곡가가 되고 싶은 소울로 왔던 사람이었어요.
그러니까 저는 곡을 거의 한 달에 하나 쓰면 많이 완성하면 많이 쓰는 편이에요. 처음에 형 곡 얼마나 자주 써요? 그랬더니 나는 하루에 하나는 그래도 쓰는 것 같은데? 하나는 쓰더라고요.
아니 그러면 뭐냐?
멋있어요.
1년에 365개면 좀
365개까지랑 한 와, 200개는 쓰는 게 있으면 막 그렇게
쉬는 날도 있고
쉬는 날도 있고 뭐 나도
200 songs, though. 200 songs a year is... I can't even comprehend that. What? In 2017, SUGA won an award for producing singer Suran's hit song Wine. In 2018, he was one of 25 people promoted to being a full member of the Korean Music Copyright Association. That is huge. Hell yeah. Look at the members leading him. They're so cute. SUGA was poor as a teen, worked part-time jobs, and made many sacrifices to pursue music, a risky career move that led to fights with his parents. Aww. Back then I really suffered a lot though when I was young.
17살 돌려서 내가 밥을 먹으면 이 버스를 탈 돈이 없어. 2,000원짜리 짜장면을 먹으면 버스 못 타고 돈을 못 받고 떼먹히고
Wow. In his self-produced 2016 mixtape August D, SUGA opened up about his experiences with social anxiety and depression. My parents came up the first time I went to the psychiatrist. They got counseling with me. They said they hardly know me. I feel very emotional right now. It is... Mental health is a very big and very serious thing with me. See, I'm getting emotional with me. The fact that he willingly opens up about social anxiety and depression and his experiences through music is outstanding. In my opinion, idols, not just in the K-pop world, but idols in general, are held to such a standard of perfection. Of, you know, they have the perfect lives, the perfect look. They're supposed to be representations of the elite, right? But at the end of the day, they're humans. They all have emotions. They all have feelings. They all make mistakes. They all have regrets in some way, shape, or form, right? And it's such a big thing for them to open up and to say, hey, this is what I deal with. I deal with this too. I'm like you. And I think it's very good for fandoms to know that of their artists as well, to not only recognize the fact that beyond the personas, right, the stage personas, that they are human beings at their core, and they struggle just the same as everyone else. And I think that is such a beautiful thing to share with the world. Ugh. I met myself SUGA and Naomi, friends, nephew, whoever it is, they don't know me. It's like a habit And see, this is what I mean. Like, the amount of times in my own life I have said either those exact words or words along those lines to hide how I was feeling on the inside, either because I didn't want to face them or I was too scared to face them. Just, I love music and musicians who really get in depth, right? Like, you know, songs like Dynamite and Butter, they're fun, they're exciting, and that's great, and I love it. But stuff like this that hits you at your very core is what music, it's what music is about for me. Because of his own struggle, SUGA often writes lyrics to help listeners get through their most difficult times. Literally what I was just talking about. Moss surely grows on a stone that doesn't roll. If you can't return, go straight through your mistakes and forget them all. Never mind, it's not easy, but engrave it onto your chest. Feel like you're going to crash and accelerate more.
하시는 거 다 해야 되고 꿈 모두 이루시고 꿈이 없으신 분들도 괜찮습니다. 뭐 꿈 없을 수도 있어요. 행복하시면 됩니다. 행복하게 새해를 시작하면서 행복하게 한 해 또 마무리 짓는 그런 2018년이 되었으면 좋겠습니다.
I'm literally like tearing up right now. jhope! Sunshine! Jung Hoseok, rapper, dancer, and leader, born February 18th, 1994. He's a producer. jhope was a locally famous street dancer known for freestyles. Unlike RM and SUGA, he only started rapping after joining BTS. Really? He's an amazing rapper, though. jhope often learns in minutes, dances that take others hours. Ha! As lead dancer, he learns the moves first, teaches the others, and contributes his own choreography. That's amazing. And he's so smooth, too, when it comes to dancing. Like, it's literally as though the music already lives inside of his bones. Hope on the street. Okay. The first thing that people usually notice about jhope is his sunny personality, which seems to cheer everyone up. Yes. And his beautiful smile. He often uses a tagline, "I'm your angel, I'm your hope," and intentionally tries to make more entertaining for viewers. Oh, okay. People who don't know him, jhope's sense of humor can seem over the top. I will say, I don't know him that well, but he has never seemed over the top to me. He has, I enjoy his sense of humor so much.
Dad up the shop if you do that.
My God, that's how I shop. That's crazy.
Eventually wins everyone over. Yep. Special and adorable quirkiness and what the fuckery. I like how that's worded, what the fuckery. Wait. Is he playing that with his nostrils? Oh my god. Actually, though, jhope and SUGA seem to be polar opposites. They are one of the funniest duos together. So me.
Now, yes.
J-Hope is also responsible for this widely memed video of him attempting to interview the members in English.
English time, all English speaker. Okay? You look so happy. Why happy? Oh my god, my heart is oh my god.
Jimin,
Yeah.
you got no jams.
You got no jams? What does that even mean? Despite his sunny demeanor, J-Hope is also known to be a very stern dance teacher who is a stickler for details. Ooh.
하를 fire 싹다 불태워라 빰빰 와와와 fire in 빰
Out of the rappers, J-Hope is the newest to music production and has a studio, Hope World. In 2018, he released his Hope World mixtape. Ooh. In Hope World, he explained that he chose to be a symbol of hope, a piece of peace, to help people in their stressful lives. Oh, I love that. He also rapped about the person behind J-Hope, the cheerful idol, his loyalty to his team, and how far he's come. Okay. Jimin, Park Jimin, vocalist dancer born October 13th, 1995. Jimin was a top student of contemporary dance at his art school. Okay. Oh! Oh, that was cool. Hang on, we're gonna go back to that. That was cool. Jimin's dancing is very beautiful. It's very smooth and it's very, I would say soulful is how it comes across. Absolutely beautiful. His sexy charisma. I have his sexy charisma. For one, I can see it, but I've heard of what they call the Jimin effect. I have heard of that. For being very adorable? Okay. I'm like, I don't know if you noticed, but I was like leaning my head over trying to see around RM. Like that was possible. He needs a lot of love and attention. Oh! He shares the most with fans on Twitter, marking his selfies and other posts with hashtag Jimin. Oh. He is very affectionate and can be seen doing things like making cakes and comforting other members. Oh, that's so cute. ruthlessly hard worker and perfectionist is notoriously hard on himself. Aw. Perfectionists usually are, though.
연습실에 항상 가서 살아야지라는 생각이 많았었어요. 그러니까 쉬어도 연습실, 자도 연습실, 그래야 한 번이라도 뭘 더 하니까 그런 생각이 많았었는데 그렇게만 살다 보니까 이제 정말로 내가 좋아하는 공연
아니야 망하지 않았어. 누구대로 공이 좋았어. 이상한 것 때문에 그러지. 아니야 망하지 않았어.
어떻게 하면 내가 더 이제 좋은 노래를 부를 수 있을까 하면서 요즘은 그냥 계속 그것만 고민하고 있는 것 같다. 요즘에 좀 힘들었던 게 잘 안 돼. 하는 것만큼 잘 안 돼. 정말 그 사람들이 생각하는 제 감동을 받을 수 있는 그런 노래, 마음을 움직이는 노래 같은 걸 나도 하고 싶어서 주구장창 연습하고 있다.
진짜 감사했다.
That is so sad. His voice is absolutely beautiful. Luckily, his other members are there to support him, as captured in this touching video clip.
나 진짜 비행기에서 공기도 안 맞아요.
자기는 네 목소리가 되게 좋다는 거 같아.
칭찬받았네 나.
네 목소리 유니크한 거야.
He literally sounds like an angel when he sings. Me, Kim Taehyung, vocalist, dancer, born December 30th, 1995. He is the son of farmers and said that he might have become a farmer himself if he hadn't been noticed when he accompanied his friend to auditions. Oh, that's right. What was it? His friend had an audition and he didn't, and he went just to like be there for his friend and then wound up auditioning himself or something. I love his voice, like the jazz, right? I could fall asleep to it. Ugh. So soothing. Striking face and unique features. Okay. Although he wasn't in the original dance line, which was jhope, jimin, and jungkook, V has shown himself to be a skilled dancer. I would agree. As a vocalist, V is known for his deep and soulful voice, yes. There is something about the timbre of his voice that it's so soothing. He acts too. V and Jimin were born in the same year, 1995. This duo used to be known for posting videos of them goofing off and annoying the other members. V is also a huge fan of the rapper Cypher series, in which the RM, SUGA, and jhope responded to their haters. Ooh. I'll have to listen to that. There's those group judges.
라이브도 불안했었고요.
With the help of RM, V wrote and composed the song 4 o'clock.
보컬도 이제 어느 정도 노력을 해야 되는 부분이 있었고 남준이 형, 윤기 형, 호석이 형 이제 만든 곡을 가지고 무대를 쓰는 게 정말 부러웠었거든요.
Oh.
이걸로 갑시다.
V has many interests, including fine art. He has a funny habit of using the names of his favorite artists when traveling.
Van Gogh. Vincent Van Gogh. I'm Clint.
I'm Ash.
Ash.
클린트냐 우리가?
Clint. Clint. Wow. I'm Lenoir. Yeah, Lenoir.
Other hobbies include fashion, collecting Gucci clothes, playing the saxophone, and photography. You play saxophone? You know what? That makes sense, actually, now that I think about that. He posts his photos under the name Vante, inspired by his favorite minimalist photographer and now friend. Oh, that's wonderful that he was able to become friends with his favorite photographer. Aww. Jungkook, vocalist, dancer, born September 1st, 1997. You can't miss Jungkook, he's the main vocalist and often at the center of dance formations. I have noticed that. Jungkook is the youngest member of BTS, the youngest of a group is called the maknae. In Korean, maknae. Jungkook is called the Golden Maknae because he is good at everything, singing and dancing and even rapping in older songs. Ooh. Nice. An all-rounder. Studio called Golden Closet, in which he has produced a few songs via video editing. Golden Closet Films. Huh. Okay.
노래에도 크게 욕심이 없었어서 춤만 추고 싶다고. 저는 솔직히 메인 보컬 될 줄 몰랐어요. 진짜로.
Out of all the singers, Jungkook tends to have the most stable voice, especially when dancing at the same time. Also, when I say Jungkook is good at everything, I literally mean that he is good at everything. God, hang on, let's take that back. Did you see how far ahead of those people he was? What is that, by the way? Were they doing like a... Obviously it was a race, but... Nice. Look at how far ahead he is. Holy moly. Nice. Before he was this confident force of nature, Jungkook was a shy, talented kid who who joined BTS at a very young age, 13 to 14 years old, 15 years by Korean age. Wow. That is young. That is super young.
잘생기긴 했네요. 확실히.
제일 잘생겼어요, 진짜로.
Oh, they attended both middle school and high school graduations. That is so cute. Aw. Over the years, his 6 youngs, Korean word for older brothers, taught him many things. I bet they did.
Example 1, situation 1, listen and repeat. 발은 이렇게 해줘요. 발은 그렇습니다. 발은 이렇게 하면 해드리죠. 네. 오늘은 배울 단어. 인생에서 가장 중요한 단어 바로 줄라입니다. 줄라요? 줄라 혹시 무슨 뜻인지 아십니까? 알죠. 무슨 뜻이죠? 7월 아닙니까?
오.
영어로? 발은?
탄내 아닙니까? 네, 괜찮습니다. 내 마음이 타는 냄새.
That was smooth. That was smooth.
아, 왜 이렇게 됐어? 그런 거 좀 보고 배우지 말라고 했잖아요, 형님.
Nice. Basically, Jungkook has had the best brothers in the world, who still tend to take care of him like a baby, though he's all grown. Well, maknae will always be maknae. I think it's so sweet how much they took care of him, because being that young and in an industry as strict as the K-pop industry, ooh, that's, if you didn't have anyone backing you up or having your back or, you know, teaching you or showing you the ropes,
또 옆에 항상 6명의 멤버들이 있으니까 제가 솔직히 보고 느끼는 배우고 하는 거는 거의 다 멤버들 영향이 크다고 생각해요. 싶어요. 네. 저는 어떻게 보면 형들의 성격이 다 담겨있는 그런 인격체일 수도 있어요. 저 이제 15살 올라와가지고 옆에서 되게 이제 뭐 어떻게 보면 저를 키운 거죠. 네. 그래서 옆에서 이렇게 잘 해줘서 고맙고 앞으로 이제 우리끼리의 목표란 게 있으니까 조금 그냥 앞으로 잘 해가면서 앞으로도 으쌰으쌰 했으면 좋겠어요.
우리 막내 다 컸네요 진짜.
야, 형들이 6명이나 있는데. 그러니까요. 나 같으면 날라다니겠어요. 형들이 6.
야, 인치 몇 개야? 아, 요번에 못 읽네. 2012로 바꾼 게 너무. 그러면 BTS 7 member. 2,000개 먹었습니다, 여러분들. 이제 휴가 가서 열심히
Oh.
멘트 잡는 것 때문에 뭐라고요? 아니 잘 들어가는 것 때문에 다 봐주셨으면
Ah, they were the first Korean ones.
방탄을 읽으면
Music and performance transcends language and countries and races.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like the rainbow. I don't care if you're red, I don't care if you're blue, orange, green, purple, whatever. Thank you for celebrating this great night together and SUGA.
Okay, that was such a good video. I am so glad that I watched that. I know I paused it a lot and talked a lot throughout it, but there were many, many things that I learned from it that I did not know. And I am so thankful to the creator for making it. It was so well made and it was so informative. And if anything, it made my heart open even more to BTS and learning who they are and getting to know them. So if you watched along with me, I hope you learned just as much as I did. If you already knew it all, then I hope you at least enjoyed it. And, you know, if you're wanting to see me act exclusively or react exclusively to BTS content, check out my Patreon. It'll be there. And anyways, thanks for joining me on this journey. This was great. I will see you next time.